Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the... He'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. And the Saints...
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He's up from his linebacker spot. Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Falcons.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Brings up second.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
New Orleans.
It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Falcons take over.
Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
To throw again. Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given home.
1st and 10.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in 1st downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 11. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he stopped immediately there.
The fullback up the middle.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Falcons take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Onyemata in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that, but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches have pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
On 3rd down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Falcons 0.
Second and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Score Saints 7, Falcons 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Their own 30-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Finding Harris over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Saints.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
As the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Harris. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Saints.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ball carried by number 20.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Back on the scramble. He was brought down at the...
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll be caught, hauled in by Christian Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
7-yard line.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. David Onyemata has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st down, Timmons, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Is the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time, now they double it and get 10 here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
24-yard gain.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll roll him out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The left side completion to Jones. That one goes for 24 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Makes the score Saints 21, Falcons 6.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Over 1st and 10.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Andy Isabella, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Play action. It's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Ryan's pass intercepted by the Saints.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Timmons shedding through the defense, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At the 7-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Stanley Morgan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Calvin Ridley, incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle to Smith.
Ryan's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. Timmons. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Carried by number
Ball on the
26.
30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Timmons.
Number 26.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. On first and goal, Gurley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Tackle made at the 45.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24 yards.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Looking to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
33-yard line.
Now Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Brought him down. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Ryan. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
31-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.